This video or stream is sponsored by Traders Central. Traders Central provides funding for traders, spot cryptocurrency exchange services, and access to trading tools like copy trade software, portfolio tracking, and a social media platform exclusive for communicating with your traders friend. Sign up now using the link in the description of this video and get up to 30% off your first plan. Hello everybody, good afternoon, good evening. Hope you're doing very, very well. Excellent. You see something new in my stream today? Introduction, right? Let me give you one more time. First of all, can everybody hear me? So please type in the chat box if you can hear me. All right? So I gave you the chance to type in the box if you can hear me. Yes. Please say, yes, I can hear you loud and clear. Then we can carry on today. I'm relaxed. Hope you too, you are relaxed. Yes, thank you very much. All right, so you can hear me. Good evening, Demi. Good evening, Robert. Good evening, Richard. Thank you, loud and clear. Excellent. So I'm coming from direct from the head offices. The head office, I'm coming live and direct. I hope you guys can hear me. All right. So today we're going to discuss generally what we normally do. I will take you through the system I have for you, the strategy I have for you. But relax because it's going to be very, very important. So, first of all, I want to tell you a little bit about myself, okay? I'm sure Robert knows me already. Demi knows me and many other people knows me, but it's good to tell you about myself. I started just like you, right? So I got introduced into this world of trading. In fact, about 20 years ago, it was a stock market. So I jumped straight into the stock market, and later on I decided that, okay, Forex is better. So I did a very little demo trading, and I opened my first live account. That time I have a broker. I wouldn't mention the name. This broker consistently requotes me. Each time I make a trade, they will change the price. So needless to say, well, I blew my first account, right? First, before the end of the month. Within 1 month, I blew that account, which is, well, I'm sure that's it's not uncommon, right? So I think one of the reasons is because I was using a strategy I found on the internet. This strategy seems to be working. Relatively short period I tested it, but on a long run, it wasn't good. So having blown the first account, well, I never gave up. I said, look, I was actually contacted by a company. They call themselves a professional trading company, that they will trade my money for me. So they said, put money in the account. Also, they call me up. I said, okay, yeah. They have a very good English accent, So I said, oh yeah, these people cannot be wrong. They will be a professional trader. So they speak very nicely, good English. I said, okay, I'm going to give you some money. So I deposited money into the broker which they suggested, okay? Whether they are the brokers at the time, I have very, very little knowledge. So eventually they called me up again and said, oh, that money is not enough. Put more. So I put more money. In fact, it's into thousands of pounds. So that you might know. So thousands of dollars. So I put that money there. They said, oh yeah, well done. Now you can relax. Let the money flows. Man, if anything will flow at all, it wasn't flowing to my pocket. It was flowing away from my pocket. So that account got blown again. That's the third one, right? So I thought that was the end of the mistakes. No, I made another one. Okay? This time around, it is in the world of Forex robots. So I researched a little bit about Forex robot, and I thought, oh, well, these two are very good. I've seen their performance over the years. They're gonna give me money, right? Woo, it's a lie. I bought them $1,000, and they also blew my account because they were using some strategy which are, you know, uh, is very very bad. You know, it erodes your money very very quickly. Whatever margin you have is gone. Okay. So after all this big mistake, I said to myself, I have two choice. It's either I quit right now or I find an answer. Right. So well, I said, look, the best thing for me is to find a solution. So what did I do? So I choose the second option to find solution. And if I succeed in finding an answer and finding a strategy, I am going to stick to it. I'm not going to deviate because I know what I've been going through, passing through. So to achieve my objective, so I set myself a challenge to find a mentor. Okay. So I found a mentor at the time who has developed an indicator. This indicator is one of the reliable and consistent indicator. It's not a repenting indicator. So I have seen it. Even up to that time, that was the best. So I followed the strategy given by this mentor, and I developed my own strategy. So and then after developing my strategy, I opened now a new account. If you are counting it, 1, 2, 3, 4, I opened a new life account, and this time around I deploy my own strategy. So I was using the strategy that this mentor told me or taught me. And well, having developed that strategy, the first month I turned to a profit. My account became profitable, and since then I never looked back. So every month I keep turning profit. It will vary every month. So having discovered how to build one successful strategy, I then continue to build more and more strategies for my students, even for myself. So you know that I've coached quite a lot of students, hundreds if not thousands of students. So I know exactly what makes a winning strategy. You can see a lot of them on my YouTube channel. So, but you need sometimes a mentor that can give you that missing ingredient. So also what I discovered over the years is actually not only the strategy that makes or break a trader. It is the understanding of what they were doing wrong. You have a strategy, two people are using the same strategy. One person will be making money from it, the other one will be losing money. So it is not just the strategy, it is how you handle it. What are the areas of mistake you are making, and a mentor could help you out. All right, so that is my story. I know you have your story too. But before we get into your story, let us first of all get into a strategy. I will give you a strategy tonight that is perfect, good strategy, wonderful strategy. This strategy, actually, to be honest with you, it is being used commercially to trade live account. The first time I encountered this strategy, before I adopted it and modified it, was a person who actually traded it in a competition, Forex competition. So he competed with hundreds, I don't know how many hundreds, maybe 1,000, maybe more than 1,000 other Forex traders. And this strategy won that competition hands down. First place. First place. So after he won the strategy, won the competition, they had to interview the winner. You know how they do it. So they interviewed the winner. So the winner explained the strategy, and I see that strategy is actually very, very good, and I've adopted it, modified it to even correct some of the mistakes that they made. So tonight I'm going to talk to you, whether to this morning or afternoon, wherever you are, I will talk to you about that strategy. It's called the double MACD. Double MACD strategy. Okay. So before we go into double MACD, let me first of all explain to you what is MACD. You know MACD? MACD stands for moving average, convergence, and divergence. Okay. So it's a trend following indicator. So MACD is a trend following indicator. It shows the relationship between two different moving averages. We call them one big or the second one small, or we call it the slow or the fast, depending on the nomenclature, the grammar you want to use. But one is a bigger size, the other one is a smaller size of MACD. Big period, small period. So the relationship with these two is called the MACD, because they calculate the difference between the two and that is what formed the line, what you call the MACD line, the difference between the two moving averages. So it's as simple as that. Okay, so now I am going to go into this strategy, and I will show you what we're going to cover. Okay, so we are going to cover this stuff. We are going to talk about the MACD itself. We'll look at the two types of MACD that we're going to use, or two settings of MACD, and we have 4 different entry signals we are going to generate: the trend, the re-entry, the counter, and the bullish or bearish divergence signals. So after that, I'll give you the short trade rules and the long trade rules. Okay, it's going to be fun. If it's going to be fun, tell me it's going to be fun. It's going to be fun, right? It's going to be fun. All right, let's make sure that we do this right. Okay, so all right, so now let's go to, all right, so what is MACD itself? We've talked about it. So MACD will have this histogram here, you know, the histogram, and it will have the MACD line. So that is the difference between the two moving averages, that line, yeah? And also it will have a zero line. So you got the histogram, the zero line, and the MACD line itself. That's how it's constructed. So simple, okay? Then after that, we look into composing two different sizes of this MACD. The first one is the big one, which the settings is 1226.1. We made the color to be white. Why? Just we like it like that. We could have made it blue or yellow or green, but let's keep it white. Okay, so the settings for this first MACD is 1226.1. okay, so what you can notice there is that when this MACD, those histogram are above 0, we say they are in uptrend, that this price is in uptrend. When the MACD is below 0 line, we say the price is in downtrend. Okay, 1226.1 is the first settings. Okay, then the next settings is 515.1. okay, it's the same as the other one. The difference is just the other one is bigger than the second MACD. Second MACD is the larger size compared to the smaller one, but we indicate it with the yellow color. Okay, so the same thing applies when the MACD is above 0 line, we are in uptrend. When MACD is below 0 line, here we are in a downtrend. Okay, now let's put them together. We're going to put them together now. So we're going to put the white and the yellow together. So when you put them together, this is what it looks like, and you will see it very shortly inside. You are going to see it right inside the charts when we go to MetaTrader 4 platform. So the yellow will always be on top of the white so that we can see both together. Okay, so this is what we look like. You will see each of them have their 0 line. You can see this is the 0 line for yellow, and that is 0 line for white. So both of them have their 0 line. Easy PC. So far so good. All right, so the next thing we're going to look at is how do we generate signal with these two MACD. All right, how do we generate signal? So first signal we are going to generate is called the trend entry signal. Trend entry signal. So the trend entry signal is, just take it as when the MACD crosses 0 line. Each time the MACD crosses 0 line, we say we are going for a trend entry signal. So for example, look at here. Let's start from this line here. So here MACD crosses 0 line here. You can see that's a buy signal. Here sell signal. MACD crosses 0 line downwards. It's a sell signal. Remember, it's going to be yellow MACD that crosses the line. So when yellow MACD crosses the line, that is a trend entry. Each time it crosses the line, it's a trend entry. What you need the white MACD to do is just point in the direction of the yellow one. Yeah. So when the yellow crosses, that's a sell signal down. When it crosses up, that's a buy signal. Here, if this thing is not going to block it, so when it crosses down, it's a sell signal. When it crosses up, it's a buy signal. Here, it crosses up here, right here. It crosses up, that is a buy signal. Okay, that is the first one. We call it the trend entry. Now, let's look at the second one. The second signal is called the re-entry. Re-entry. Okay, re-entry means you've already been in a trade and the trend is ongoing and you want to enter a second position, or you are not in a trade but you've missed that trade, but you are looking for opportunity to get back into that trend. So how does that work? Look at here. You see all along we are in an uptrend. From here, when the MACD crosses here, we are in an uptrend. Okay, so if you are there when this yellow MACD crosses zero line, yes, that's opportunity to buy. That is the first signal we talked about. That is the entry signal, trend entry. Now the trend is going on and you want to enter the trade again, a buy position again. You are looking for another good opportunity. So this signal will give you that opportunity. So what you need to look at is look at the white MACD. All along, it has always been above zero line. It's never been below zero line. All this, while this is going on, while this trend is on, white MACD has been above zero line. But if you look at the yellow MACD, you see briefly it pop under zero and then pop back over the zero line. So that is what we call re-entry. It's like it's gone negative, or it's gone bearish and then gone bullish. That is the yellow MACD, while the big MACD remain positive, remain bullish. So that is where you can re-enter that same buy trade. So that happens here. You can see that the yellow MACD dip down below zero and then rise up again above zero. That is where you do your second buy. Excellent. So that is the re-entry signal. All right, so we're going to do the third signal now. That third signal, before we go, let me warn you that it's not the best out of all the signal. Actually, it is the weakest, the weakest link. But you can use it for entry the market, or you actually use it to exit your trades. So it's used for two things, either for entry or for exiting your trade. So let's go there. That's the third one, which is the counter trend. Counter trend. As the word says, counter trend. That means you are going to trade against the trend. So you have seen so far that when we are here, MACD is above zero line, so we are uptrend. So we should be looking to buy, because you see MACD crosses zero line here for a buy. But while that was going on, right, the two MACD crosses each other here. So this is the way the counter trend signal is generated. When the two MACD crosses each other. When the yellow crosses the white going downwards, that's a sell. If the yellow crosses the white going up, that's a buy. Okay, you can see here the yellow crosses the white downwards, that's a sell. But you are selling while both MACD are above zero. That's why we call it counter trend. So that's a sell. If you look at here, that's also a sell. If I can scroll down a little bit so you can see the whole picture here, you can see that's a counter sell. This is a counter buy. That's a counter sell. That's a counter buy, because the MACD crosses each other. I hope that is clear. Very easy, simple stuff. Okay, so that is the third type of signal. Okay, and we're going to look at the last type of signal. Okay, but this type, the last type, is divided into two. Is a divergence signal, but divergence is both bullish and bearish divergence. So we're going to look at the last one. the last one, which is let's look at the bearish divergence first. Okay, first of all, what is divergence? So divergence is when the price action is saying something opposite to the indicator. So you can see the price action says that our current high is higher than previous high. So we are looking at a higher high. But the indicator says, no, we're not looking at a higher high. We are looking at a higher low. The current high is actually lower than the previous high. So that is the difference. That's why we call it divergence. That is, there's a dichotomy. There's a difference between these two opinions. The price action says it is, bullish. That is, the current high is higher than the previous one. But the indicator says, my friend, no, the current high is lower than the previous one. So usually, by the nature of divergence, temporarily the indicator will decide for the price action, and the price action will follow the indicator for that period of time. So if you know how to find this divergence, and you find them, that wow, that's a divergence here, and after that you see MACD crosses the line. After the divergence, you see MACD crosses the line. That's your opportunity actually to trade. So you wait for MACD to cross the line like normally, and you can even wait for 2 candles to confirm that the divergence is real. It's not a false divergence, because there could be false divergence. Okay, so once you confirm it's real divergence, truly, after waiting for 2 more candles and MACD as crosses, you can take a trade. The advantage of this one is that it's a 2 confirmation. The first confirmation is that you have a divergence, and the second confirmation is that MACD crosses the line. So you are looking at 2 things to happen nearly at the same time or very close to each other. That makes your trade bit stronger, or you are even more convinced about your trade. Okay, so now let's look at, we have looked at the bearish one. Let's look at the bullish divergence. Okay, bullish divergence is just the opposite of bearish. Okay, now look at the price action. Price action, it says the current low is higher than the current low is lower than the previous low. That is lower low. Okay, lower low. But look at the price action. The current low is actually higher than the previous one. So that's a difference. That's a disagreement between price action and the indicator. So price action, it says lower low. The indicator, it says, is lower high. Okay, and when you can identify those 2 differences, we call it divergence, and you can wait for the indicator to cross the line, that is the MACD to cross the line, and after 2 candles, you can confirm your trade. So just like we said before, it's a double confirmation that 1, you have a divergence, so you are not trading off the divergence by itself. You are also confirming it with what? You're confirming with the MACD crossing the 0 line. So before you were taking trade because MACD crosses the 0 line, but this time you are taking the trade for both reasons. MACD crosses, and also you identify a divergence. So this is a very strong signal. All right, so we have covered all the signal type that we need to cover. Okay, but now I will leave you with the rules of the trade. So I'll give you a moment to look at the rules of the trade. Okay, so the rule of the trade, you can copy it while I play you a music. guys, I'm back. So I gave you a short period to look at the short trade rules. It's what we have said, we have discussed. This is just a summary of what we have said. So we're looking at, by the way, we're going to use 1 hour to or 4 hour charts by this strategy. It doesn't mean that you can't use any other time frame, but 1 hour, 1 hour and 4 hours, we have decided what type of take profit target we need for those two. So for 1 hour, we're going to use 20 pips, and for 4 hours, we're going to use 40 pips. So for the first signal type, trend entry, we are going to do 20 pips and 40 pips. 20 pips for 1 hour, 40 pips for 4 hours. Okay, for the re-entry, the same thing, 20 and 40. However, for counter trend, it's going to be half of that, because we know counter trend is not a very long lasting signal. And for the divergences, we use exactly the same thing, 20 pips to 40 pips, right? So there you go. So the same thing with the long trade rules, exactly as before. So monitor the trade manually, close the trade in loss if price goes 100 pips above the entry price. So what I normally use is to use 1:2 for your stop loss. So if your take profit was 20 pips, your stop loss will be 10 pips. Yeah. If your take profit was 40, your stop loss will be 20 pips. Good stuff. So that is the theory. Right. Now, ladies and gentlemen, my mentor showed me what to do, and I follow what he told me, and I reap the benefit. So I'm your mentor right now. So I'm going to show you this same strategy now. I'm going to show you in a live environment. I'm going to show you on a chart. Okay, here it is. Okay, here it is, this same strategy. Okay, so I'm going to practice it as if we are going to do it for the first time. You see it here, but let me open a new chart. So file, new charts, new charts. All right, so I'm going to add the 2 MACD. So you know MACD is among the trend, sorry, it's among the oscillators, right? So first of all, I'll add the first MACD. I'll drop it on the charts. We make it the big MACD, which we say is a 12, 26, and 1. Okay, remember we said we want the colors to be what? White. So let's keep to our arrangement, white color. So let's keep it to our arrangement is white color, and 0 level is there, and the 0 level also should be white. Okay, let's apply that. There's nothing much we did. We just 12, 26, 1 is the MACD settings. So that's the first white one. So if you make it bigger, you see it looks like what we were looking for. All right, let's make that. Now, second MACD, right? So I think I demonstrated the last time that if you want to add it, you have to drag it on top of this existing one. If you don't, it will show up in a new window. You don't want it to show up in a new window. So on this same window, bang! Hey, I dropped it. Jeez, I dropped it there. So I'm going to change the settings to smaller numbers. Instead of 1226, I'm going to make it 515. But the one remain the same. Okay, and the color this time, nah, not white. Not white this time. You guess it. Is yellow. Yellow this time around. You guess it right. Yellow, man. And this also, let's make it yellow. Yes, there we go. Yellow. Oh, look at that. Simple stuff. All right, simple stuff. Okay, so that you got a yellow there, right? Okay, so now let's practice it. When I was with my mentor long years ago, he actually practically tell me every step. I had to write it down. I had to write every step I would take, what I will do. It's like you are in a, if you're going to battle, you need to prepare before you get there. You need your ammunition, you need to load, you need food, you need clothing, you need instructions. So I got all the instruction before I went to the battle. But before I got my mentor, I was in the battle already, you know. I've started the battle with everything I've got. With my bare hand, with my bare knuckle, I'm ready to fight, you know. But the market wasn't friendly to me at the time. The market kept knocking me down. When it knocked me down, I get out again. It knocked me down again. I said, no, you can't defeat me. But until I discover that I need appropriate tools, I need appropriate weapons and appropriate strategies to fight and to win. And then I did. The mentor showed me, and he took my hand and he showed me everything, and I did. And since then I never looked back. So I could do that for you if you allow me to. So now let's look at this strategy very simply, where we said when the MACD crosses, yellow MACD crosses zero line, we generate what? We generate our entry signal, the first type of signal, which is a trend entry. Okay, so you can see here, MACD enter crosses above zero line here, right? So that is a buy signal there. So you see that when MACD is crossing zero, the yellow MACD is crossing zero, right about here. The white is not crossing yet, but it's going in the same direction. So it's like 2 or 3 candles later, the white also crosses. So the most important one for this strategy, for this signal, is the yellow one. The white MACD will always usually follow it anyway. So that's a buy, okay? So let me see if somebody can identify what this signal is when the yellow crosses the white here. Anybody? Can anybody identify what that signal is? Yes. That is what? Counter trend. As you can see, the counter trend here is not great. So I wouldn't rely on counter trend. But as I said before, you can use the counter trend signal as your exit. So if you are in a buy position here, and I said you should set a 20 pip target, because now we are using what? This is 1 hour chart. So 20 pips target from here. Let's see, 20 pips target. Yeah, that is, oh, already 75. Jeez. 20 pips look very tiny, man. Well, tiny, but you make your money. So you can also use some other values. This 20 is not a fixed. This 20 was what actually was used during that competition. So you can look at it and say, look, this 20 is too small. I might use 50, which is fantastic. Okay, so for that 20 pips, you are out of the market right there, because you already got 24 there. Look at what you can get from the market, 200 and something. So that's quite a lot of possibility. Okay, now that you have entered the market, let's assume that you don't use the 20 pips, or you don't use 50 pips, you don't use any fixed stop loss, but you want to exit your position. You can use the cross of the 2 MACD here to exit. So if I put a line at the cross, this is where that's one cross there, that's one cross, that's another cross there. So you can exit your position either the first cross or the second cross, right? Because that is better than the 20 pips, right? So let's say you enter the exit here, that's more like 169, 170 pips, which is way better than the 20 pips. Okay, so that is the buy side. So let's look at the sell. Let's just look at the sell here. Okay, now I'm going to move this line to tell you where the sell is. Okay, so I'm going to move it to here, because that is where it crosses. So it started crossing from here, the yellow line, you can see, and it complete crossing the next line there. But the white one crosses about 3 or 4 candles later. Okay, so here you cross and you are looking for 20 pips after here. Yeah, that is 46 pips, and that is 60 something pips. So you could use that 20 pips or 40 pips, whatever you set to come out. But if you are the one that you want to come out when it crosses together, okay, this time around you didn't get the chance to see the crossing of the two together, but it's around here. So sometimes it's better to have a fixed take profit target. If it's 40, take your profit, man, and run. keep your keep your profit in your pocket. You know what you can see is worth more than what is still in the market. One of the things I used to tell my students is that if you are trading and you have some money still in the broker's account, if you are able to take out your initial capital, let's say you started with 5,000 US dollars, and you keep on trading, and you might will be withdrawing a little bit of profit until you recoup your 5,000 USD. So once you finish recouping your 5,000 USD, then the rest is what you gain in the market. So you discover that you have freedom to operate. And you are not under any pressure, because your money is not at stake anymore. It's the people's money. OPM, other people's money. I'm sure a lot of people want to play with other people's money. I am playing with other people's money. It's not a bad thing, because you have also contributed to this, and you are doing your diligence, you are doing your hard work, and now you know what to do, and you are playing by the rules. You're not doing anything illegal. So if you want to use other people's money, that is, you want to make money in the financial market, in the Forex market, you've got to do it the right way. So that is a sell strategy. That is a sell signal. Okay, so let's see if we can find what we discussed earlier. We talk about divergence. Let's see if anybody can identify a divergence. It's not easy to find. It's not really that easy to find. That's it, divergence. Yeah, I think I can see one here. Yes, I can see a divergence there. Let me show you if you can see it. You can see here, right? It looks like we are making a higher high. Yeah, we are making a higher high there. But if you look at the indicator down here, yeah, we are not making any higher high. We are making lower high. Okay, that is called divergence, right? You can see right there. That's called divergence. It means that the price will have to temporarily follow this divergence. It's going to fall, and that's why you see this fall. But you can see that we didn't have enough. But well, it crosses the line here. This is where it crosses the line. So you may have gone into trade, maybe when the MACD crosses the line there. And let's see what you're able to make. Are you able to make 20 pips? 14 pips. Yeah, not enough. Okay, so that's the divergence. Let's look for another type of trade. Okay, this type of trade here looks good here, but I've said to you that don't rely too much on it. That's counter trend. Counter trend is when they cross each other, but in a opposite. If it crosses above and you are selling above MACD. So this time around, you can see it looks like a good trade, right? Because the yellow crosses the white one above zero line and give you a sell signal. It looks good for this time, but more time than often, it's going to be short-lived. Okay, so you have to pick your battles, right? Make sure you pick the right battles. Okay. You notice that as I'm scrolling, it looks like these two MACD are changing, right? They are swapping position. It's okay. It's normal. It is normal. What we'll notice is that when we are actually doing a live trading, let's say we are here, it's going to be permanent. It's not going to move. It's not going to change. So, but when you are looking at the history, it will be changing. All right, good stuff. I hope you guys are getting it. Okay. Good volume. It's perfect. Oh yeah, from UK. Yes, I am from UK. Hello, how are you? British. Yes, I'm from the UK. I'm actually right here in London. Are you from London? Okay, good, 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 good. Which part of the UK are you from? Right, so you got that. You got that. You got that. So this is 1 hour. You can use it on any time frame or any instrument. Let's just drop any instrument here. Drop Australian US dollar. Ooh, look at that. Look, I love it, love it, love it, lovely, lovely, lovely. Trend. Okay. Can somebody identify this trade for us? Okay, you can see we have a trend, downtrend that's been going on, right? Which is indicated by what? The white MACD. Because you see, white MACD is always below zero line. And suddenly what happened is the yellow MACD popped above its own zero line and pop back down while the trend still remain bearish. Okay, that is what we call re-entry. Remember, you are all good students, right? You can remember that. Re-entry, that's what is called re-entry. Yes, that is it. This is when you can get back into the same trend, the downtrend that is going on. You can see that the downtrend has started before. The downtrend actually started round about here. At least this current one started about here. This is where the downtrend started when it crosses zero. And this is a re-entry. Super, 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 super. So I like this. I like my mentor because it gave me the entry level, exit line, stop loss, and take profit target. Have we done that tonight? Do you know how to enter this with this signal? Do you know your profit target level? Do you know your stop loss level? If you do, that is a good instrument, good ingredient. And once you have a good ingredient, that's the base. That's the base. Then what is remaining is a little tweak of maybe one or two things you might be doing incorrectly. And that is what a successful person, a mentor, can show you. You can see somebody who started trading and they started being on the right side of the profit. They are now consistently making profit. They can advise you better than somebody who has not. So if you see somebody who is making profit in the market, they are a better person to advise you because they've passed through it before. They know the psychology of losing, and then they know the psychology of winning. In fact, there are a lot of books written about the psychology of trading. I'm sure some of you will have oh, you're in Yorkshire, right? Okay, let me see. Which city of Yorkshire? Leeds? Are you in Leeds? Or you are in York? Or you are in Darlington? Or you are in Newcastle? Or you are where again in Yorkshire? I can name a few of them. But you're a Yorkshire person, so you know more, yeah? Cool. All right. So a mentor will do a lot of things that will assist you. And you know what? If you give me a chance, I will do that for you because tonight, let me show you what I plan to help you with. So now I've talked to you about my double MACD strategy, which you know that is working. You can start using it right from now. Even you can use it tonight, to test it tonight, and you can go live. But just make sure you test it. Oh, Wakefield. That's good. Wakefield is not far from Leeds. Once you passed Sheffield, off you go to Wakefield, to Leeds, then you go to Manchester, Liverpool, etc. Thank you for joining tonight. Is this your first time of joining us? I have a lot of friends from the UK as well that normally join us. So glad you join us. So what I want to show you tonight is I want to show you a complete comprehensive gift I want to give you. I want to give you quite a lot of things tonight. If you are joining for the first time or you have been here before, I want to give you a gift. Okay, so the gift I'm going to give you is worth over $7,000. Okay, But before you even say anything, I'm not asking you for a penny. Well, if you want to go, you can go, but I'm sure a lot of you will not leave because I'm giving this to you courtesy of a broker. Okay, a broker has promised to pay for it. So otherwise, I wouldn't be able to offer it for free. But somebody else has already agreed to pay for your education. Okay, so I'll tell you the broker very shortly. They are a well-known broker. So what is included in the package that you are going to receive? Okay, you are going to be receiving a complete tutorial videos, which is worth over $1,000. You will have access to our recorded mentorship videos if you had a mentorship with me. We have a lot of strategies, but we can show you 3 of them. Each of them are winning strategies. They are worth over $2,500. We have a lot of good indicators, successful and good indicator and templates you can download on our website. We will teach you fundamental and technical trade analysis, which obviously is very, very educative, worth over 500 USD. That is the special bonus offer. All of these are inclusive in all the packages I'm going to show you tonight. I'm going to show you 3 packages tonight. All the 3 packages include this special bonus. And not only this, we still have more bonuses for you. You have access to our members only forum. We have Discord, a server that we use as for our members. Only members. That is where the magic happens. Okay? Inside the same Discord, we have our live trade review sessions. We have our signal recommendations that is given every day. We analyze high impact news, like you know high impact news in Forex. How many people knows about non-farm payroll, FOMC, interest rate announcement, GDP, CPI? We analyze those. We have some expert advisors if you are a person that are interested, and we have a live trading room where you can walk in anytime, have a chat with anyone. So for all this bonus and all the other previous bonuses I mentioned, the special bonuses, I have bundled all of them together into one package, and I call it silver package. All those things I've mentioned so far, I put them together in what is called a silver package, or let's call it the base package. Okay, so if you look at down, you see what I call the base package or the silver package. Everything I've mentioned so far is inside that silver package. And ordinarily, it's a $50 US you are going to pay. You are not paying 7,000 or even 5 or 3 or 2,000 or 1,000. You will pay only $50 if I was going to ask you to bring money. But remember, I told you that you're not going to pay a penny, right? So I'm going to tell you why or how. Not everybody might be able to get that free access, and I tell you why, or the reason why not. So everything I mentioned so far is inside this silver package, which is $50 US. However, I have another package I call gold, which is the silver package and 1-day mentorship with me. One-on-one. We're going to chat. One-on-one. So on Zoom, you're going to stay in your place, whether you're in the, Pritesh. So from Wakefield, you'll be sitting right on your laptop or your computer. I will be here in Whitechapel, London, or Aldgate East, whatever you want to call it. I'll be sitting right here. Right, you can see that thing there. That's not London, right? That's not London, right? That's another city. I've got another one that is London. This one is probably another city. Okay, so I will be doing one-on-one with you. So asking pertinent questions that are relevant. When you get into one-on-one with me, you will know a little bit more about yourself as well. You know what you need to do. Sometimes a light bulb just switched off. I've seen a lot of my students. It doesn't mean I have to speak 5 hours before they understand it. Maybe it's just one sentence that I made that will switch off that light bulb. Even myself, I don't know yet until we start talking. So when we start talking, I start asking a lot of questions. We start rapping. You ask me questions, I ask you questions. And suddenly, bang, we hit it. We might hit it one day. That's why I have another one, which is 3 days. So if one day will be sufficient for you, that's why we call it gold package. So the $200 is just for your 1 day mentorship plus everything that silver package has. And needless to say that diamond is 3 days plus everything the silver package has. Yes. So 3 days, for some people we prefer 3 days because you quite need time to reflect. So the first day might be soul searching, finding out more about where you are coming from, the trades you have taken, how many live accounts you have opened, what type of broker you were using, what are your experiences, and then we might decide a strategy that day. Most of the time, yes, we get a strategy working that day exactly. Then maybe the next one you want to come back and then show me your performances for the strategy. So it depends on how long gap you want. If you want 2 days interval or a week interval or 1 month interval, is up to you. So this 1 day gold membership is just 2 hours for the day, but each 3 day membership is 6 hours. So you can choose 3 different days, but each of the day will be 2 hours. That is official. Sometimes we go a little bit above that. Super. So now you've seen that these 3 packages are nearly the same thing. All of them are the same thing apart from the mentorship. So $50, $200, and $500. But I said initially that some of you will not pay a penny. Okay? If you don't want to pay a penny, type yes in the chat box. If you don't want to pay a penny for these 3 packages, type yes. Because I don't want to tell you that you're not going to pay if no one is interested. If people are interested, then I will tell you how you can get out and pay nothing for this. Okay, let me see how many people don't want to pay a penny for. And also let me ask again, even though you don't want to pay a penny, which of the packages you will go for? If I have the magic wand and I have the cash to give you and say, look, choose any of the 3. Silver, gold, diamond, doesn't matter. Choose any of the 3. I will sponsor it. I will sponsor it, which will be your choice. Okay. While you are deciding that, let me reveal the broker to you. Okay. Let me reveal the broker. Before I reveal the broker, let me tell you the background story first. Okay. So we have been mentoring people now in YourTradeMentor.com. We have been mentoring people for a few years now. So, and some of our students have become successful. Some of them have moved on. Some of them are still with us. And they propagate our messages across the internet. Somehow, this broker, who is one of the tier 1 brokers, well-known broker, came to us and said, we've heard about your stories all over the internet, that you guys are really helping other people, traders, to become successful, and we want to partner with you. I would say, okay, in what way? Say, well, what we can do is to pay for any of your students that is wishing to learn, that is willing to learn and is ready to trade properly. We are going to pay for that student. Say, wow, is that true? So we tested them. We tested them with our own inner students and it worked. And since then, a lot of people have actually joined them, right? A lot of people have actually joined this broker through us, because once you join them, they will send us a message that you have become a member, and then we are now obliged to train you, whichever package you have chosen. So that's why I'm saying which package you want. Okay, so Pritesh wants gold, right? Oh, everybody wants something, right? RL, RL also wants something. Good. So let me show you how you can choose either of the 3. But first of all, I'll reveal the broker to you. Okay, the broker's name is Blueberry Market. You can Google for it. You can check their Reviews, you can check everything about them. They are well regulated in Australia. In fact, if you know IC Market is one of the biggest, these guys also, they are very, very reliable, and a lot of people recommend them as well. Easy to withdraw your money. I'll show you a little bit about them very shortly. Easy to withdraw your money. So what did they promise to give you? Okay, what they promise to give you is this, that anyway, you are going to open your account with a broker anyway to trade, right? Either you open with FXCM or Oanda, or you open with Blueberry. You have to open an account with a broker. Some of you already have an account, some have not. So whether you have it account or not, but if you want to receive this award-winning mentorship program from us, all you need to do, which these people promise, is this. You go to their website. I will send you a link. You go to the website, you put your name and register. Okay? So, of course, you have to put money in your account over there to trade, right? So, it will now depend on how much you put in your account to trade will qualify you for either silver, gold, and diamond. Some people have enough to deposit to get a diamond package. So, if you deposit just $200, you will be entitled to a silver package. You know what silver package is? All those things we have listed under special bonus and bonuses, everything is in silver package, worth over 7,000. So you are getting something worth over 7,000 initially for $50, but now for $0. Okay, and you are actually choosing a reputable broker. Okay. Secondly, if you deposit 500 or plus, you will entitled to gold package. You know, gold package, you're entitled to 1 day training with me, one-on-one. We are going to talk. Maybe one of these days we are going to organize a get together where we can meet physically, you know, chat with each other. But for now, it will be over Zoom. Okay. Oh, sorry, it will be over Zoom. I would love to come to Wakefield. Wakefield is on. In fact, actually, I was in Nottingham about a few days ago, and Nottingham to Wakefield, I mean, 1.5 hours maybe. In fact, it's less than that. It's less than that. Nottingham to Leeds is less than 1 hour, about 1 hour. So to Wakefield, roundabout. So, but if you want the diamond package, right? If you deposit up to 1,000, no, if you deposit 1,200 or more, you are entitled to diamond package, which means you are going to be with me for 3 days. So you are going to study with me day 1, which you can give yourself a gap of a week or 2 weeks or 1 month. Then you do the second training and the last training. You know, by the time you finish it, I'm sure you are going to learn something and you are going to be a different trader. So this is actually the promise they made, and they have stood by their promise. All these people that have registered with them so far, they've come back to us because it's we that we're going to do the job. It's me that I'm going to do the job. That's why I'm so confident. If they promise to give you cash, for example, I cannot vouch for that. But they now promise you to give you any cash. They are just promising that I'm going to train you. So I know my responsibility is to make sure I train you. All right. So that is what they promise. Now, I said I'm going to show you a little bit about their website. Okay. Let me see if I can find their website for you. Okay. All right. So this is actually the, when you, I'm going to send you the link here. This is the link that you need to go to in order to register. Okay. You need to go to this link in order to register. I'm going to find a link and give it to you now. Okay. So I will send the link to you very shortly. But this is their website. This is Blueberry Market. Okay. In a broker, you know, we are looking for good things in a broker. One of the things we are looking for in a broker, we're looking for a broker that has a very good spread. Right? So we are looking for a broker with a very good spread. This broker has a very good spread. Very good spread. You can see right now the spread is just about 0. Sometimes it will pop to 0.1 or something like that, but it's always consistently low. It's always consistently low spread. Okay, check out their reviews. So with a 5-star or 4.8 out of 5, 5-star 4.9 on Google, and on Forex Peace Army, or nearly 5-star, means they are good, and they have quite a lot of reviews, 1,000 something, nearly 200 something there. So which is very, very commendable. Which is very, very commendable, right? Then what do they have is as well? Look, they have quite a lot of trader, right? They have quite a lot of trader that is trading with them, over 30,000 traders. You can see that. Here, 24/7 support. These guys, you can test them out. If you click there, you can speak to any of them or chat with them live chat. One good thing I know about them also is about their deposit. They have quite a lot of methods by which you can deposit and you can withdraw. One of the methods that I found very interesting is crypto. You can withdraw and deposit using crypto, which is quite interesting. I like that. So let me send you the link I said before. I'm going to send you the link, which is this very link here. This very link is what is going to take you to where you are going to be able to register with them. So that's the link. So you have quite a lot of ways to deposit, and they have some customer references talking good about them. You have lots of instruments you can trade. Forex shares, contracts for differences, crypto contract for differences, commodities, metals, and indices. Anything you want to trade, they have it. Very simple method of registration with them. Apply, get verified, start trading. And the best of all, which I kept to the last, is I want to show you their regulation, because never trade with a broker that is not regulated. Why? You know why you don't trade with them? Because you can't complain to anybody. They can do whatever they like. All right, so these guys are regulated by Australian Security and Investment Commission, ASIC. ASIC, they are regulated in Australia. Okay, so that's a nutshell about these guys here. Fantastic. They are fantastic. So they have agreed to pay for your education with me. So if you come to YourTradeMentor.com, they have agreed to pay for your education. Excellent. Is that not a good news? Fantastic news, right? So what are you waiting for then? What are you waiting for? All right. So if you want a silver package, you know how much you are going to deposit. You know that already. You can quickly open the account right now. And let me see again. Let me go back there. Okay. So you just put your name, last name, email address. Usually they will still ask for the normal things that every broker will ask you for, like ID document. They will ask you for your proof of address. Okay. Now let me address one issue. All right. Because I said not everybody can get this free training. And I'm right. Okay. The reason is, majority of brokers, including this Blueberry, are prevented in operating in certain countries. Although they are registered, fully registered in Australia, but US prevented a lot of brokers from operating there. IC market inclusive. So if you are with me tonight and you are from the US, okay, unfortunately, this deal is not available. What is available for you is a special deal from your trade mentor, from us. So we're going to give you a special discount. So instead of you actually, if I go back to what we were looking at before, okay, if I go back to here, All right. So these are the 3 packages. If you are able to register with Blueberry, they will pay your 500. If you choose diamond, they will pay 200. If you choose gold, they will pay 50. If you choose silver. But if you are from the US, they won't even register you. Once they see your IP address, they won't register you. But I think some people know the way to to go around that. But I'm not expert in IP address and how they can dark web and all those stuff. No. But what they've said to us is that they don't want to register citizens from the USA. So if you are and you are here tonight, your option is that your trade mentor will give you a discount on these packages from us. So instead of you paying $50 or $200 or $500, we are going to give you a discount. Okay, but the discount, we are going to create it specially for you. There's no general discount anywhere. So if you are from the US and you want it tonight, you can message on this chat. You can type on the chat for me that you want it, and we can make a bespoke for you, specially discount for you. But also, if you are not from the US and you just want to go directly to us, you don't want to go through Blueberry Market whatsoever, or you don't even want to open an account with Blueberry, but you want to be with us, that means you still have to pay this amount of money here, but we are still going to give you a discount as well. So if you fall in that category, you want to be part of us, directly coming to us, yes, we can give you any of this package. We create a special discount for you. All right. So, do you trade boom and crash? Yes, we have a lot of traders in our team that do trade boom and crash and other synthetic instruments. Okay, you know, boom and crash and things like this, they are all synthetic instruments. There is no underlying asset to that. It's been generated by computer. So some people find it very amusing and very good. The good thing about it is that there's nothing to do with fundamental. There's no news. There is no Iraq war. There is no gold going up or silver going down or Bitcoin. Whatever is happening, US market, no, it doesn't affect boom and crash. It's a synthetic product. They just manufacture it right there. So that's the good part. The not so good part is that it is possible that they will look like an average area where people have put some stop losses and stuff for them to make money, because they want to make money. They are in the business to make money, so they will do whatever it takes for them to make money. Okay, so but yes, we can teach you, we can give you strategy. The good thing is that strategy that work in for us work in nearly different type of markets. Our strategy, you can apply it on indices, as some of our members will tell you when you join us. You can apply it on Forex. You can apply it on contract for differences, even for metals, gold, silver, things like this. You can apply it. And some of our members do go even crypto and use those strategies as well. So brilliant. So you've got the link to open the account with them. However, if you just want to come to us directly, I'll show you what to do. If you want to come to us directly, you go to YourTradeMentor.com. YourTradeMentor.com, which is our website, is going to look. It's going to be different from here. You know, it's our own, and this is BlackBerry, but YourTradeMentor.com. It's going to be coming up, and over there you will have these 3 packages as well. You have the silver, you have the gold, and you have the diamond package. So when you get those 3 packages down here, let me show you where they are. You scroll down towards the end. Lot of stories, right? Lot of stories before you get to the answer. All right, so you get down here, you see silver, gold, and diamond. Okay, so all you got to do is just say start mentorship. So that is, you are coming directly to us. No need to go through Blueberry Market if you already have an account somewhere else and you don't want to move, but you still want to join us and you can afford to pay for your education. Fine, you are welcome. Majority of our customers from the US, all our US students, this is the way they came. Even the UK guys as well, Some of them came directly to us, and some came through Blueberry. So you can do that, and this is where we will apply some discount for you. So if you choose here, we apply a discount to it, we apply a discount, and we apply some discount. All right, so I hope it's been nice tonight. You enjoyed it tonight. Which broker do you use? Please, okay. Currently, I use this Blueberry Market, and I also use IC Market. Those are the main brokers that I use. But of course, I've used quite a lot of brokers in the past. I've used Wanda, I've used FXCM, I've used FXTM. Name them. There's quite a lot I've used, but I found these two to be credible. Both of them are based in Australia. They are both regulated by the Australian Security and Investment Commission, ASIC. You know, their regulation is very, very tough. So regulation means that they have to separate their company account from their client's money. So it's called the segregated account. Also, like UK, you know, you guys, you from UK, you know, if any company messed up, they have to face the FCA, Financial Conduct Authority, will actually fine them heavily. So nobody wants to make a mistake and get customers or clients to complain to the ombudsman. So they want to do everything right. And that is the reason why you have to trade with a broker that is regulated. If they are regulated, they are kind of tied. Their hands are tied. They are tied by the regulators. But if they are regulated somewhere else, some regulations are very weak. Okay, we got regulated in I don't want to mention those country names, you know, some island somewhere that is outside of Europe, is outside of Americas, is somewhere on the Pacific. In that case, tell me what you're gonna do if you deposit $2,000 and somehow you can't withdraw your money. Who are you going to complain to? Wow, it's gonna be difficult. All right, so that's why it's good to trade with brokers that are regulated. Smashing. Okay, so I'm here for any questions that you have. I'm sure you had a good time, you enjoyed it. I had a good time myself. So if you have further questions, please do not hesitate to ask me, and I will be obliged to answer those questions. So I've given you 2 links. Okay, now let me send you the link to your Trade Mentor. Actually, if you click register here, that one will actually take you directly to here. So I'm going to give you that link to directly to register. Okay, see, it takes you straight to the registration. You don't have to scroll down. You don't have to scroll. You can just go there straight. So I'm going to send you the link to our website where you can register directly if that's what you want to do. But guys, don't forget to give me a like. I need you to like my video. And next time when I'm online, ensure you come and join, and also come with your friends. Tell other people about it, that we're gonna talk about the strategies, and there will be 1 or 2 things that you can learn from it. So it's been fantastic, and I like that you join me. Thank you so much. By the way, let me give you something. I think you saw one kind of introduction I did for a company. So I'm going to play it again so you can watch it now. This company, they do what is called Traders Funded Program. You know, a lot of FTMO kind of stuff. So here they are. It's a 30-second. Just watch that. This video or stream is sponsored by Traders Central. Traders Central provides funding for traders, spot, cryptocurrency exchange services, and access to trading tools like copy trade software, portfolio tracking, and a social media platform exclusive for communicating with your traders friend. Sign up now using the link in the description of this video and get up to 30% off your first plan. All right, guys, thank you so much. I hope you had a good time as I did as well. So I'm going to catch up with you next time. If you want to ask me any questions, please feel free. Actually, the best way to ask me questions after this is to come to my Telegram channel. Telegram channel is filled with traders, filled with some of our members and other people that even not yet are full members. They're on Telegram. So come over there and I will listen to you. I will take your questions. Here we go. If you want to just join the Telegram group, that's the link to join the Telegram group. And over there, you can ask me questions as well. And a lot of other people will be able to help you out. Demi will be able to help you out. Robert is there and many others are there. So thank you, ladies and gentlemen. It's all pleasure is mine tonight for staying this late and watching this. And hopefully we can catch up very soon. So thank you, everybody, especially those people that are still here. Pritesh, thank you. Maybe one of these days we catch up. I love to see you on my team. Thank you, Demi. You're already on my team. Patrick, thank you. Ariel, thank you. Lovely to see all of you. Kate, thank you so much. And I am going to say good night and thank you all.